I think for me the major problem is communication and the lack of a clear strategy. Even if we are talking about the well-established sectors of apparel, I had 2 weeks back a discussion with JAAR about the lack of these communication strategy improvement. You are right, we have wearable technologies now. MAS is really technology-wise heading really on material search, on design, on electronic appliances in apparel, but there's no communication about it. It's MAS, and MAS is going to ISPO and to other big shows in the world, but that's not apparel made in Sri Lanka. So apparel made in Sri Lanka could be innovated, could be sustainable, and we have to label that. I think to have a continuous work on a communication strategy, it's so important. Otherwise, you will not identify these new markets. The same also for electronics. I agree with you, sensor technology, nobody knows about it, what is happening here in Sri Lanka, because it is not promoted. No, and if it is promoted, you have a booth, a participation, which looks like maybe in the beginning of the 90s with no persons able to communicate. No, I'm telling you the truth. It's also the same, also for the service sectors. You know, for IT and BPM, we have organized a delegation for ITC in the beginning of 2018, going to the world's largest event for information technology, CeBIT at that time in Hannover. But, you know, there is no real strategy. If you compare this IT and BPM sector, how it has been developed in India and actually in Bangalore, or in the Philippines, in Manila, you see where they are. Manila has created hubs now for BPM. And these are also opportunities for Sri Lanka, but it's not existing. Now there's something really that should happen in the communication. You have to be visible, you have to be present, and you have to anticipate these trends. And then to develop a made in Sri Lanka that is related to a content. I think that's very important. But when I talk here to major exporters, and I wanted always to group them in one place under the Sri Lankan flag to promote that as a quality product of Sri Lanka. Then you listen even to very well-established businessmen. No, I don't want to go with the Sri Lankan pavilion. I will go in Hall 7 because my product is better. So that sense of really promoting something together is not so much developed, but it is really very needed, no?